Hey everybody, Justin Cena here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use surveys with Shopify and unlock a huge amount of sales, engagement, and growth for your brand. We're going to jump right into it. This is, again, harnessing the power of surveys in e-commerce. I'm going to teach you how to do it the right way. And we all know getting feedback from your customers is incredibly valuable, right? When we know what people want, specifically when we know exactly what we want or what customers want, we know that we can confidently scale, we can confidently grow our business, we can confidently do the right marketing and spend money in the right places because we have all this data and a true understanding of our customers. And a real popular strategy right now is to use the Goji Berry Shopify app to deeply understand your customers with pre- and post-purchase surveys and a lot more. I'm going to go over the shoulder, show you all about the Goji Berry app. You see the link directly below this video. But first I want to talk about some ideas here when it comes to marketing attribution. This is very, very specific to e-commerce entrepreneurs, especially if you're running paid ads. And I'm speaking directly to a lot of you who are, following my training on Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, any type of paid ads, right? We need to know and validate exactly where our customers come from, right? This enables us to spend money in the right places, right? We want to know if our ads are working, if the places that we're marketing make sense, if we're driving customers from certain places like Instagram or YouTube or search or Facebook or whatever, right? And we typically will use something like Google Analytics to understand and say, okay, Google Analytics report says 37% of my purchases came from search, right? But when you do a Goji Berry survey, and the most common one, this is very powerful, and you'll jump right in, I'll show you exactly how to do this, but super easy to do, a survey that basically asks the customer, where do they find out about us? And when you do it through Goji Berry, you might find very different results because Google Analytics is very technical. It's saying, okay, where did the purchase come from? Where was the last click that it came from? Did they search on Google for it? Okay, that counts as search. But Goji Berry understands customers differently, right? We get to survey the customer and we could say, okay, where did you hear about us? And maybe they saw a video on YouTube. Maybe they saw a sponsored post on Instagram or TikTok. That's how they first heard about a brand, and then they went over to Google to actually find the website, right? I'm sure you do that on a daily basis. Very, very common. Goji Berry is going to uncover that. So let's say a lot of your customers in this example, 57% of customers coming from Instagram, right? And they're telling us that they're coming from Instagram. So we obviously trust the information. They're telling us themselves through these surveys. Then we could say, okay, next month we got to spend a lot more time, effort, and money on Instagram. Look at all these customers. They're coming over here, right? This really is just one example, of course, but this is a very powerful example that you'll be able to use immediately when you use Goji Berry surveys. And if you want to do surveys, there's no built-in way to do this with Shopify. You need to use an app. That's why you're going to use the Goji Berry app. And the app must be super easy to use and require no prior technological skill. I'm going to show you exactly how to set everything up. Super, super easy. And most importantly, the app must have surveys that are designed to convert, right? We don't want to have a survey just because it looks pretty. We want to have a survey so we get responses and we get responses quickly. I'm going to show you how we can use incentives to do that inside of the Goji Berry app. And we'll go over the shoulder. I'm going to show you more now. It's, again, the Goji Berry app. We're going to create some really, really powerful things like surveys. We're going to truly understand our customer. Highly recommended. You see the link directly below this video. In fact, I'm going to go over the shoulder right now. We'll go right into the Goji Berry survey and feedback app over here in Shopify. You see the link again directly below this video. Also, gojiberry.app. Growing your business with customer feedback. And this is a must-have Shopify app. I'm going to show you over the shoulder. You could do pre-purchase surveys, post-purchase surveys. You could even do things printed and placed inside of your product where you have a link to a QR code. One-click surveys, multi-question surveys, 5-second tests. I'm going to show you all the different types of things as we go over the shoulder. Really, really high-quality app because these surveys, it's very easy to set up and everything, but more importantly, these surveys elicit very high response rates, very high completion rates, which means it's doing its job. It's going to give you the information that you need in order to scale your business. And you can take a look at all the great testimonials and all that great stuff. Also take a look again at the app page right over here. And just one example like I gave, being able to scale your ads and marketing when you know exactly what's going on. We call it zero-party data. We're getting it directly from the source. We're getting it right there in our own surveys. We're going to be able to collect valuable insights. Very easy to set this up. You could also incentivize people, which is super important, right? Again, we're talking about getting people to actually complete these surveys. Sometimes we want to incentivize them with a small discount or a coupon or a gift card type thing. You can send a survey really at any point in the customer journey. So the amount of information that you can get is limitless. You can customize all of the text in here. It's going to automatically match to your brand's look and feel. All you need to do is press the install button. See again the link directly below this video. There's a free plan available as well. Just follow along. We're going to press the install button, and this is going to start the process to install. We'll just simply click install here. Basically what's happening right now is Shopify and Goji Berry, they're just installing, they're being able to talk to each other, create the surveys that we want all through here through the app. So we're going to be able to do it all here inside of our Shopify admin. Very, very simple. Just a couple different things that we'll want to do. You can take a look at the settings over here. You see that we have a free plan up to 100 responses. First thing that we want to do is come over here to our online store. We're going to activate the theme over here. So we'll go to customize, and now we're going to go into our app embeds, and we're going to see Goji Berry. I'm going to turn that on. You see I toggled it on. Here's off, here's on. We're going to make sure it's on, and we're going to press save. Okay, now it's enabled. Great. We'll come back over here. Now we go back into the app, and now we have the ability to start creating our survey. So we'll go and create a new project. And it's going to show you different support options, different videos. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do this. Very easy, right? You could have a one-click survey. Really cool. You could watch a demo of this. I'm going to show you the multi-question survey, but here's a one-question survey right on the post-purchase thank you page over here, like I was telling you about. How did you hear about us, right? So a customer gets to the thank you page. Now they're going to tell you themselves, how did they hear about you, right? And that's super powerful for me as a store owner, or you as a store owner. You say, okay, I made a sale from this person, and they told me that they heard about me from word of mouth. So next month, I'm going to maybe focus on more word of mouth marketing. Okay, just one example. So we're going to come over here. I'm going to click multi-question survey. You see 5-second test as well. We'll go to the next step. Do that marketing attribution one. Like I said, very popular. You can do a lot of other things as well. Product research, brand identity, purchase motivation, product satisfaction, site usability, right? All these different categories, understanding who your customer is, right? You could select whatever you want, or you could even do a blank survey, but I highly recommend going with these. Really cool, really powerful, and built in, so a lot of less work as well. So now you see over here, we're going to create the survey content. You see the steps that we're going to follow here. And we could customize this if we want, right? We see, how did you hear about us? Just for the sake of changing, I'm going to say, how did you find out about us? Okay, we have radio button questions over here. You see different options like checkbox or text input if you want them to fill in something, but I want to make it as easy as possible. We'll put these over here. I don't really do much on Google, so I'm going to change this to YouTube because that's really important. In fact, I spend the most money on YouTube, so I'm going to push it up over here, see if they get that. We'd have this as a required question as well. Remember, this is not a single question, so we could have more questions as well. How about just an open-ended one? Do you have any other comments or feedback to share? How about something like this? What do you think about our newest t-shirt design? Maybe we can get some product feedback in there as well. Maybe something like this. Do you use your phone to visit our site? Can start to understand exactly what our customers do. They could fill that in. We could even make it a radio box over there. And we'll just come back over here and put something like, do you have any other feedback to share? We'll keep it as text input. You could add more questions if you want as well. You could also clone questions. We're just going to delete this. Keep it as a 2-question setup. Okay, so now we come over here. We're going to go to the next step. Now we have incentives. Okay, really cool here. And kind of the rule of thumb is if it's going to take a customer 1 minute, should give them at least $1 worth of incentives. 2 minutes, $2, 5 minutes, $5, etc., etc. Different ways to give incentives here. Obviously, this is the no incentive. We have points where you can start giving points over here. This is really cool. This would require a third-party app that, let's say does rewards points or loyalty. You could integrate with that. We're going to come over here and just do discount code because this is really cool. We're going to do a $5 discount code. It's going to be automatically generated by Goji Berry, or we could use our own if we want, but highly recommend just having them generated, much easier. Coming over here, they're going to get a discount email as well. It's going to automatically be sent to them, so it's very easy. You don't need to spend any time or work to give them the reward once they finish everything. It's really going to be set up very easy. You see, this is just one-step process over here to create the incentive, but it's super, super important. So I'm going to come over here. Now we have our customization in terms of our text here. What are we going to do? And they're going to match the color and everything like that exactly into your theme. So all you need to do is worry about what it says. And we have the option over here, of course, being that $5 off. We could change this if we want, but they auto-generate that based on the $5. Put your edit email over here, so you can have this in terms of the email to get sent off. Of course, they're going to enter their own email in there, and then you could even edit the message over here, have different settings over here in terms of expired message and error message, but literally everything kind of done for you. You just want to kind of confirm everything, customize if you want. Then you're going to come over here and you're going to preview. And this is just an example. Of course, it's going to use your site, but you're going to see this little pop-up over here down in the bottom right, this in-store widget. Really cool. And again, you could preview something that would be on the thank you page as well. It really depends on how you want to set it up. I love this in-store widget. I think it really works well. I think it looks really nice as well. So I'm going to be going with this, and you'll be able to preview it on mobile as well. Of course, super important that it looks good on mobile, and they've designed this so it looks really good. It converts really well on mobile. We'll go back over here, in-store widget. We're simply going to click create. And remember, we've already turned on enabled the app inside of theme settings. All we need to do is choose where we want to put it. Want to have a link or a QR code we can turn it on. If we want to put it on the thank you and order status pages, we could turn it on. And what we're going to do, come right over here. So now that we have this, we've already done this, right? We've enabled the theme settings. Right, I've showed you that first, did that first on there and made sure that we saved it. So this is live. What's really, really cool about this is they've thought of everything. Maybe you don't want to have this on some certain pages. Maybe, for example, you want to eliminate any page except the home page. Very easy, right? And this could be, again, for conversion rate reasons, right? If they're on a product page, maybe you'd rather have them focus on making a purchase. So you have the options over here. You have timing options as well. We have all of this kind of set up, and then, of course, your analytics. Super important to talk about performance, overview, giving kind of the idea of what's happening, and, of course, we don't have any responses yet. We just installed this, but you'll start to see everything in there. So very, very simple in terms of setting this up in the back end. Right, you're going to have all this different information, all the data over here. This will be our survey results, right? 2 pages because they're 2 different questions. This will show exactly what's going on. And if for any reason we wanted to turn it off, we could simply click this button. So let's go ahead and preview this in my store. I'm going to go and open an incognito window so I'm not logged in as the admin. And you're going to come, we have it set at 10 seconds, so it's going to come up over here. Right, and you'll see that's going to pop up. I think we have it in the bottom right-hand corner. There you go. So here's our incentive, right? And this is really going to get people to go ahead and do it. So I'll go ahead and answer this one. I'll say YouTube, and I'll say keep making cool products. Love you. And send it. See, now we're going to go over here and enter in our email address for where we want to receive our coupon. So we'll get that off, send that over here. And this was that message that we had. We have the ability to customize this as well. And we got our coupon code and all that great stuff. So it's really, really powerful when it comes to kind of doing this for the customer. Because when it comes to surveys and feedback, Goji Berry makes it super simple. You see just how powerful it is. You see all the analytics, all the different setups, all the different templates that they have in there. You can also, of course, create from blank. So highly recommended. Really, really impressive app. You see the link directly below this video. If you want to truly understand your customers, if you want to truly understand if your marketing is working, where your customers come, how to attribute it, and again, that's just one example, you want to collect information about your customers with the Goji Berry app. Again, you see the link directly below this video. I highly recommend it. I hope this helps you make some money, and I'll talk to you real soon.